What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Teddy, and we here. It's Good Friday for more reasons than one. You know what I'm saying? First and foremost, it's the last Friday before Easter. And Easter's in March this year, which is kind of weird. I don't think that's never happened before, right? Or has it? And we just didn't pay attention. Anyway, it's another conversation for another day. Beyonce dropped the album, Cowboy Carter, 10 out of 10, country. And before y'all even said, I guess I am a huge Beyonce fan. Not a Beehive member. I like to call myself the beekeeper, one of the beekeepers. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But this album was well put together. Shout out to Beyonce because she's really been a student of the game for like her whole career. Obviously, she's been a musician since she was a child, Destiny's Child, and it's just blossomed into so many things. This is Act 2 of the Renaissance Project, which is called Cowboy Carter, which I already said before. And at first, I was thinking this is probably going to be a trilogy, but now I'm kind of thinking like this maybe could get up to about 5 projects. I don't know what you would call that. Obviously that's a quintuplet, I believe, but I don't know as far as like if it's another cool terminology for it to kind of not say the quint word. So I'm gonna get into that before I get into like the actual songs and whatnot. So this is a country album. And I feel like at this point, I don't think Beyonce's going country. I think this is just a country album. Maybe she's gonna jump genres. That's what I'm starting to think here. Because even on this project, there's there's like a nice gospel song. It's called Amen. And if you listen to it, she's really, really, really good at the gospel vibes. Obviously, she has a sister on the gospel side making music, Michelle Williams, who is a member of Destiny's Child. There have been some rumors that Destiny's Child is looking to do another reunion, including the tour. We will see how that goes. They kind of remain like super best friends all throughout the years. Even on their solo paths, they remain super close, and they come together every so often, not like every year or anything like that, but every so often they come together, they do a reunion, might get a new album, they go on a quick tour, and then they back to doing their personal things, you know what I mean? So I'm really looking forward to seeing if that comes true or not. But anyways, let's get into the album. So if you haven't listened to the album, go listen to it. I was going to put bits and pieces of the songs in this video, but they've been tripping so hard, y'all, on these platforms with this music as of late. They're really clamping down on these songs and these copyrights and things like that. So I had to just talk to y'all today and not add in any clips. As bad as I want, y'all know I wanted to add in clip. Out of all videos and albums to talk about, y'all know I wanted to add music to this video, but I can't do it. I'm sorry. So let's get into it. First and foremost, the elephant in the room had a remake of Dolly Parton's hit song Jolene. Shout out my boy Carpe Kicks. He sings this song every day. There's not a day that goes by when we don't talk where he just randomly bursts out Jolene, 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 Jolene. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, yo, that's crazy. You just keep singing this. There's a prelude from Dolly Parton. She actually appears on the album where she's talking about Becky with the good hair and how it reminds her of Jolene. And then that leads into the Jolene song. Beyonce absolutely nailed this song. I would pick Jolene from Dolly Parton's version to be better because it's more original and this is Dolly Parton's playing field, but Beyonce definitely nailed this song as a cover and as a homage track. And that's what you want to do when you're going into different fields. You want to pay homage to the legends, and as her being a student of the game, she definitely has no hesitation to pay homage towards the legends that came before her. So when it comes to this type of stuff, there's also an appearance from Willie Nelson, which is another legend over there. I'm not too familiar with Willie Nelson, but I am familiar with Dolly Parton. One of my favorite songs so far on the album, if not my favorite song so far on the album, is Two Most Wanted, which is a duet with Miley Cyrus, kind of like an old school duet where they're just going back and forth, line, back and forth, and not your typical collab where somebody just pops up and does a verse and they're gone, or somebody just pops up, does the hook and they're gone. It's one of them old school type of duets, which is really cool so far. I really enjoy that a lot. The Amen song sticks out to me, which has me thinking that maybe Act 3 could be a gospel album. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know how that works out in the music world. I don't know if you could just jump genre to genre. I mean, she's doing it, obviously. But yeah, I'm really feeling this project, and it's really well put together. It's well thought out. You can tell she had a creative vision. And I'm not sure if she, the vision she had came to actual life, but it's a great vision nonetheless of what we got. Plenty of songs, you know what I mean? They're longer songs. They're not like how music is nowadays, where a song is 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. By the time you get into the groove of the song, it's going off. And I guess, they want you to play the song multiple times so it counts more streams. That's why the songs are shorter. I think that's just a business tactic. Not mad at it, because when it comes to business, you got to handle business. But these are longer songs. There's some 6-minute songs, there's some 5-minute songs. One thing that I did notice about Cowboy Carter is there's a lot of potential singles on this album, and that's something that Beyonce, I feel like she hasn't done in a long time. I'm not saying she's going to bring out these songs as singles, but I'm saying there's potential. If she wanted to, she could kind of drag this for like a little while, because there's a lot of single potentials on this album, and that would be like crazy to see. And I feel like she hasn't done this type of album in a while. I feel like the last few albums have had some nice singles on them, but not a lot of singles. You know what I mean? All the songs are well put together, but not really something that everybody could relate to, or everybody might intake or digest or whatever. But I feel like Cowboy Carter has a lot of singles on it potentially. We'll see how the charts do. We'll see how the numbers do. And then we'll see how she does. I mean, she doesn't have to drop a bunch of singles. It's not like she's an upcoming artist, a budding artist. You know what I mean? Obviously, she might want to top the charts or get close to topping the charts. Obviously, she might want to win a few awards or get close to winning awards. She seems pretty set on winning that album of the year at the Grammys. So we'll see how this plays into it next year. Other than that, she really doesn't have to do numbers. She will. Obviously, it's Beyonce. She doesn't have to do numbers. She's not trying to make money. Obviously, she's trying to make money, but she doesn't. She's good. All of the nuances that, manipulate the normal artist. I don't think she has to manipulate anything. You know what I mean? But yeah, very impressed with the project. Obviously, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I would love to hear y'all ratings, because y'all might be a little bit less biased than me. Obviously, a lot of y'all hate on Beyonce. That's a whole nother thing. But if you're a music connoisseur like me, I would love to hear your opinion. In all honesty, whether you like it or not, that's cool with me. And I ask that if we could please just keep it to the music, because another thing people like to do is when you post these type of artists and post these type of people, y'all like to come on here with the conspiracies and all that type of stuff, and I'm really like drained on conspiracies right now. So we could just keep it to the music. I would appreciate that. Other than that, if you haven't streamed this album, go stream it. Bunch of bajillion million times. Beyonce definitely did a thing with this. I'm Teddy Blackman, and I am out of here.